Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ City Manos. And I was looking at this video, and there was a few questions that somebody asked that I didn't realize they were there. So sorry about that. That I kind of replied late. It's like when I record a video, I just move on to the next video, and I gotta start making a habit and going back and checking my videos. Or maybe I should just record less videos. Who knows? But this is a video that I did. I'm trying to show people how to know when to drop a song. And some of you guys who starting the DJ business ask a few questions, and I'm gonna try to answer those questions. And if I didn't reply, it was like 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So sorry about that. If you guys still watch my channel, sorry about that. I never answered the question. But like this guy right here, Peter, asked me, how do I set the loops on my computer? Because on my computer, I mapped them. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. And sorry about this old school way that I do my videos. I got my phone, and I don't have one of those, what is it, OBS or whatever, and show my screen or whatever. I'm a little old school, so there's gonna be a lot of movement with my my mouse or my phone. So you want to learn how to loop first. Like I already mentioned a while back, I'm old school. Back in the days, I downloaded Virtual DJ. And I had an old school mixer, and I used to play songs on my laptop, and just use the fader and the volumes. It was an old school mixer, and I used to go out for my headphones out to the back of my mixer. Pretty cool. I used to do my thing, and I could adjust the pitch. I could do all kind of stuff. Everything that's on this right here, I could do everything. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, I recommend you guys get a piece of paper if you want to write this down, or you can pause the video, but I'll just write it down real quick. The way I did it, I kind of screwed up, and I never fixed it. The reason why I never fixed it, because I already got so many songs with comments like this. It have a comment that says loop in H, loop in F, loop out D. So I made different comments, like loop in J two times. So I made comments like that, and I'm not going to go back and fix it, and, I'm not, forget it. I'm going to just leave it the way it is. But I want you guys to do it the right way. And what I mean by I messed up, I started somewhere in the middle, and I put a loop there, and I went down, down, down. When I ran out of space, I said, oops, and I came back over here. Instead, I should have started on L and worked myself down with the loops. Because every time you go down half. So this one's 16, you're going to go half of 16. Is going to be 8, 4, 2, 1. Half of 1 is what? 50.5. And then 0.20, whatever, quarter. And so on and so on. So I recommend you write that down. So the first one is going to be L. Write this down. L loop 16. K loop 8. J loop 4, H loop 2, G loop 1, F loop 0.5, D loop 0.25, S loop 0.125, A loop 0.0625. Write all that down, and now I'm going to show you how to insert all that stuff in your, how to map your keys. So if you have Virtual DJ and you want to map them, I use these. You could map whatever you want, but I just use these. I don't know why I use that one. Like these has my effects. This has my loops. This has some other effects or transitions. This has my cues. I could put like 10 cues. I could put all these. I could put cues over here. It used to be my sound effects. Now it does something different. Like these, for some reason, like I can't even map these no more, I guess. And check this out. I hit this one by accident. G, you know what it does? Turn the fan on. Check it out. Listen. Ooh. If I want my fan on super fast, like I'm gaming or something, I turn off my fan. Like if I'm playing video games, so, let's turn on the fan. My computer's getting hot. Turn that sucker on. Hear it? Hear that fan? I didn't know that, so now I know. So next time I'm doing a gig and I feel my computer's getting hot, I'm going to turn that sucker on. So now I'm gonna show you how to do this. Up here, if you have virtual DJ, go ahead and click on the settings. And then over here, we have tutorials, audio, interface, mapping, option, license, all that. You're gonna click on mapping. Click on that. And then right now I have my controller on. If I were to have my controller plugged in, it would show me my keyboard and it would show my controller. But in this case, I don't have my controller, so it's just gonna show my keyboard. And I put my name there. So here where it says keys, that's the computer keys. That's this keys. Up here, just click on this and put the key, the letter of the key that you want. And we're going to start off with L. That's the first one. We're going to start with L. So on L, once you click on this, on the cursor, you see the way it's blinking, type in L. And you still, I said mine is all screwed up. You're going to do yours the right way. Yours is blank. Yours should be blank. And you're going to type in loop, and then you're going to put 16. So you're going to put loop 16. The next one's going to be K8. So when you're done with that one, you could actually copy this and make it easier. Unless you want to type all that all the time, you could just copy it. But if you want to just type it, you can. The next one is going to be, put the cursor up here again. You're going to put K, and then right here you're going to put loop. Yours should be blank. You're going to put loop 8. And so on and so on. The next one is going to be J. And it's going to be loop, what was J? I'm looking at my notes, J4. Or loop 4. And so on. And keep on doing that. And when you're done doing all that, up here, just hit save. And then put your name and hit save. In my case, I'm not going to save it. I'm not going to save mine. And it's going to ask me, once I exit out, it's going to ask me if I want to save it. I'm going to say, hold on, let me see. Hopefully it didn't save it. No, it didn't. Cool. It didn't save it. So that's how you do that. And in a way, it kind of help. Because let's say you're using your controller. This controller. There's also a button on there that have loop. Let me show you. I have an image up here because I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy, so I put a image here. Hold on, let me see. This one right here, here's my controller. Here's a button that says loop. When you click on loop, sometimes you gotta look at how many beats you have a loop for. And if you're not paying attention, like here, in this case, I have this on 1/16. If I'm not paying attention, I hit loop, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna loop it for that much. And this is what it sounds like if you loop it. Let's say I hit the loop of my controller, it's gonna sound like this. I'm gonna say, oops. So that's the thing about the controller. If you're not paying attention up here, you know, but me, I know this stuff. Like I'm like, you know, H, G, you know, see the way my loops get shorter. And to activate it, you gotta click on it to activate it, and to click on it again to, you know, deactivate it. So hopefully that helps. If you want to map your keyboard on your computer, you could do that. The next question, here's another one right here, another good one. Helpful tip for y'all. The next guy right here, Marino asks, can you make a video on how to properly set the beat, the best? He said best. The best grid in Virtual DJ. He's coming off Serato. Welcome to the Virtual DJ. He's coming off Serato, and it's looking confusing. Please help me. Sorry that I'm late. 8 months later. 8 months later. So you want to adjust the beat grid. And I explained on that video right there that I really don't use. I don't count beats, but it does help for people who does the beat counting. It does help. The beat grid does help you. In my case, I really don't use it. I just set the beat grid and I leave it alone. Every song that I download, I set the beat grid in the beginning of the first song the first beat that I hear, I put the beat grid there. So if I'm listening to this song and I decide I want to put the beat grid right here, I want to start here at number 1. If you look up here on the top, it says, let me see if you guys can see that. where the mouse at, way up with my finger. It says 4. But if I want to put this to be number 1, I could put the beat to be number 1. And I'm going to show you how to do that. First, let me mess up the beat grid so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So now, here's the number 1. It's supposed to be number 1. I want these grid. Actually, even the grid's off. I want the beat. See, it says 4. I want it to be 1. Very simple. Just click on here on your computer. There's a couple ways. On your controller, there's one way on your controller, and there's 2 ways on the software. I'm going to show you how to do it on the controller and the software. First, let's do this one. This is the easiest way. Select. First, you're going to figure out where's your first beat, right? You say, okay, this is my first beat. Second, you're going to come over here and hit tap once, and you see this number 4 up here. It's going to turn to number 1 once you click on tap. See, now it's showing 1 up here. So you're good. You're good. You already set the beat grid. But if you want to, he said the best, you want to do it like fine tune the beat grid. I'm going to show you how to do that. And he goes the other way through the controller. Hold on. Since I'm too lazy to open up my controller. Up here, there's where it says adjust grid or grid adjust. Can you see that? Where is it at? Right here, grid adjust. But the only difference with this, on my controller, you have to hit Alt, not Alt, Shift. You gotta hit Shift and grid adjust to fix the grid. You always have to hit Shift and that one. That's how I do mine on my controller. So I'm not sure if all the controllers are the same. Now you want to fine tune the grid. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So fine tune the grid. You click on this edit. First, put in a song in there, right? You grab a song and throw it in there. And you want to edit this beat grid. Click on that. And now, here, you can actually move this around. See the way I'm moving this thing? Moving it around. And you can even actually shorten this down. Like you want to shorten it like this. So, I'm going to grab this right here and move it to the beginning. So let's say this is the beginning of your beat grid, right? Let's say it's off. I should make it off right now. I should move it up, mess it up. Let's mess it up. All right, let's mess it up. Let's put the beat grid right there. I want to make it... Okay, I messed it up. Now, see the way the beat grid is all messed up now? Check it out, listen. Or pay attention. See this gray box is not lined up with this right here. This is your first beat grid right here. This is the first beat right here. What you want to do, you want to right there. That's how you adjust the grid. Right there. Can I make this bigger? And then you want to fine tune it. Grab this bad boy and just move it over a little bit. And you see the way the gray and all these boxes are moving? They're lined up with the beat right on the money, like on the wave. They're lined up on the money. If it wasn't lined up, screwed up like that, your beat grid is all screwed up. See the way the grid moves? See the grid is moving? And your beats per minute is moving also. See that? So just by messing with that grid, it messes up everything. So another thing you could also do is click on this and analyze it. It'll fix it. Get it to like the best, and that's where I always adjust my grid. I always make this number 1. Right now it's okay. Yeah, right now it looks like it's all lined up, but if it was all messed up, you just move this over. Move the grid over. You know, let me grab a song that's really messed up. I know Rick James is all off. And the old school music, like Rick James, old school songs, the grids was always off because they're live. They have like a live band. It's like the new music that come out is all digital, and the beats is right on the money. In the old days, they had actually people that would go in the studio and record, you know, and they never had they just play live. So the beat grid is always off. So if you come over here and you look at this beat grid, you're gonna see how messed up it is. You know, right here look like it's lined up. See the way it's all lined up and beautiful? It matches. Watch this. We're gonna see. Keep on moving around and we're gonna find a spot where it's off. Looks all nice and beautiful. Hold on, let me see. So far, so good. So far, so good. It looks like it's all good. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Usually the beat's always off, like the beat grid is always like this one's a little bit off right here. See, it's supposed to be right on the money right here. It's off. It's supposed to be like right there. Once you move that, everything, the grids are shifting. See, like right here, it's off again. But I'll leave it alone because it's lined up here. If you want to be like the kind of guy who just want to go to look into each beat and fixing the grid, you can. But me, I'll leave it alone. You know, for me, the grid doesn't really benefit me because I'm a DJ by ear. Now, if you're using sync, oh yeah, the beat grid does help. When you doing the effects, like an echo, if the beat grid is not lined up, the echo is gonna be off too. Like let's say you do a 1 beat echo, the echo is gonna be off. So the beat grid has to be lined up. Let me see what else can affect the beat grid. There's a few things that the beat grid does affect. Because I know when I'm DJing, sometimes I'm like, why did it sound weird? Like I remember the echo is off. The loop sometimes is, if the grid is off, the loop is off. You know, so it does help. But the most I ever done, I just always analyze it. I always do this, analyze it. Or when you download the music for the first time, you could do this right here and just put, where is it at? It should be the same thing. Yeah, should be the same. Same as analyze. Oh no, here it is. Analyze for BPM, etc. And it does the song. Boom. You know. Yeah, but I never really mess with it. I just always put the first beat and that's it. I'm done. But if you want to fine tune the beat grid, that's how you do it. Go to edit and you can fine tune the grid. But I wouldn't even mess with it. I'll leave it alone. So once again, hopefully this question or this helps out. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I'm not an expert, but you know, I'll try to help the best I can. Yeah. And let me see if there's any more questions here before I go. I don't know what dude meant right here by saying your videos is blackout. I don't know what that means. Did it got blocked or what does that means? I don't know. This guy right here telling me that I'm actually, because in the video I'm telling him I'm not really counting beats, but he said that I'm kind of am. But I'm really not. You know, I'm not sitting there going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2. You know, I'm not doing all that stuff. I'm just mixing the song. I just put my cue, mix it in, and boom, I'm done. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know. And I'm trying to make some more of these videos right here, mixing videos. But I'm not gonna do it like all professional, like all these other guys who got the OBS and everything all hooked up. I'm like, oh, come on, too much time, too much. Y'all already know your boy's lazy. I'm lazy. I'm out. Peace.